guys, it's Steve Hoykla jumping on with you, a Viking Central podcast. We just got done with Vikings Steelers, and admittingly, it was a really tough game for most of that to watch. Injuries obviously plagued us for most of that game on our offensive line. That we really struggled to move the ball, whether it be the run game or whether it be in the passing game, and a lot of that had to do with the pressure that Carson Wentz in our running game was receiving, especially only having two of our five starters in the lineup on the offensive line for most of this game. So we saw injuries with another concussion to center Ryan Kelly. Um, I believe that's his fifth concussion that he's had, and that's just definitely going to be one to watch. This could be something that we may not see him until after the bye. I mean, we're really going to have to see what that looks like. As far as the injury that we had to Brian O'Neill. I'll have to look to see what I can find on that. I haven't seen more on it yet. I mean, I really just wanted to jump on with you guys real quick. We'll have a comprehensive post game later on tonight to talk more about this game. Um, yeah, I mean, it was really tough. Justin Jefferson, it was good to see him have a good game. Carson Wentz, obviously, under pressure all day, had two interceptions, two touchdowns. The offense tried to rally and come back late in this one, and get our hearts racing, and possibly think we had a chance at winning this game. It was good to see the resilience, the grit to stay in this one. And I get it. A loss is a loss. Some of the comments I saw was about silver linings, and I get it. When you're losing, everyone's frustrated, admittingly, but you got to look at some of the good things that the team's doing too, and search for positivity in some of these rough spots. It was a rough game. The defense was giving up some plays in the running game. Kenneth Gainwell, who had two touchdowns, and then you had DK Metcalf going off on us for 126 yards, mainly with that 80-yard touchdown they had from Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, I mean, we have some things that we need to shore up, but the biggest thing is getting healthy. It really is. That offensive line, we saw what we can do with a mostly healthy offensive line last week. And to start this game, at least in that first drive, we looked good. We looked good in that first drive. And, to see how this game ended up turning out as far as, now we're concerned again about injuries to our offensive line. That's tough. It's tough. It doesn't get any easier going into next week against the Cleveland Browns, and Myles Garrett comes to town. So that's definitely going to be something to watch. Do we look at today as hey, we can get by? Are the Vikings going to be searching on for free agents that can come in, maybe shore up some of that play? Especially if we don't have, we're going to be real thin to where we have to look to, maybe we have someone else that's going to be joining the team to help out. Because if we don't have Brian O'Neill, we don't have Donovan Jackson, and we don't have Ryan Kelly. Uh, going forward for next week, which right now it's looking that way. Um, again, we could be in for another week where, Carson Wentz is going to have to most likely starting the game, but he's going to have to do more with less time in the pocket. So, and we saw some success towards the end of the game, but to come back in this one, but that it makes it tough. It makes it tough. So we will have a more comprehensive post game for you and break down this game a little bit further. But yeah, tough loss for everyone. So join us later on tonight. Save some of your thoughts, comments for later on in the show when we have it, and you know. We'll console each other in this loss. It's our first one that we had overseas, and hopefully we can regroup going into next week. Again, another international game against Cleveland, and hopefully come out with a win. So um, that's all I have right now. Yeah. So thanks for joining us now, and hopefully we see you later as well. For Viking Central, I'm Steve. Let's regroup, get a win next week. See us tonight. All right, out here.